Good morning, Yuki. I saw your chat message before I accidentally erased it. I got some sort of weird 400 status code when I hit the Scryfall database to update my own local card database, and I had to fix it. Still don't know what I did to fix it, but I did fix it. Or someone fixed it, at least. Maybe it wasn't me. Ow. That little bugger was annoying the heck out of me. There we go. It wasn't even a 404, it was a 400. It was a bad request. So I don't know what was going on, because I was just sending the same request that I send every single time I start up a stream. Every single time I start up a stream, I hit the Scryfall database and I load it into this guy right here. Anyway, I think we should get started. Oh, nice. Let me go ahead and take a look at that real quick, because I'm very bad at responding to messages. I'm very bad at it. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, that's Boros Burn. That's Boros Charms. And are you running the red-white Painland, the Sunbaked Canyon? Yeah, you've got 4 of those. Okay. 4 Eidolons seems pretty decent. Yeah, now that Flage isn't in the format, you've got a shot. 4 Roiling Vortex in the sideboard. That's really smart. I like that a lot. I like the Exquisite Firecraft. The Obsidian Charma is an interesting choice. That's a really interesting choice. I can see it being useful. I'm not saying it's not. But it's not a card that I commonly see in Boros Burn sideboards. I like that. And of course the 4 Barbarian Rings. Yeah, I think that you're gonna have a pretty decent time with this list. I think it's very responsibly built. And of course the 4 Bolt Wave. Thanks, Bolt Wave. Finally a good upgrade for Burn, you know? Oh boy, let's go ahead and get started. Good morning, Lanky. Good morning, everybody. I've only got 2 hours to stream and record today, and I am going to fit as many 5-minute Modern Leagues into that time span as I possibly can, cram it all into a single video, and ship it out for y'all. Yeah, Riftbolt is just, not only that, but Riftbolt is just slow. Riftbolt is literally just slow. It's an additional turn. And getting clipped by Vexing Bauble off of a burn spell, that just feels really bad. So I think that it's responsibly built. I think Riftbolt has kind of been superseded, you know? No longer useful. Anyway, let me go ahead and tell you about this lantern list that I made. So I have taken a couple of pointers from my last time playing 5-Minute Modern, and I have made a couple of small changes to the deck. First off, there wasn't nearly as much Storm as I was expecting. So I ended up removing the main board Soulless Jailer. And I actually replaced it with a Millrock. So there are a grand total of 8 Millrocks in this list. I think that given how fast this format has to be, I want to be able to mill people out quickly. So I am going to just jam as many mill rocks as I possibly can. And I've also cut one of the cut downs and replaced it with Ensnaring Bridge number 4. Creatures are even more of a thing in this format than in other formats, it seems, and I really just want to have the full playset of Ensnaring Bridges in this list. So I'm going to play all of them. No other changes. Reasoning for everything is in the other video if you want to watch that. That's League number 85 with Lantern Control. And I will be back to get started with as many matches as I can fit in. Sir, no. Sir, no. 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 Cat only understands one language, and that language is crinkled water bottle. I hate to say it. Yeah, he's causing chaos. Listen, I am doing, like, normally I can handle his shenanigans to a certain degree, but like right now, I'm in the middle of something. The timer is ticking here. So he's just gonna have to suck it up. We do have more active players this time. We're at 17 players. Maybe it's not going to take us as long to find people. Maybe we'll play against, you know, a wider spread of decks, slightly more. We'll see. Carnivorous plants, huh? Of course you would collect carnivorous plants. Why wouldn't you collect carnivorous plants? My son had a Venus flytrap at one point, but then the cat got to it. We don't own plants because of the cat, actually. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Oh, yeah, you should play Modern again. Modern's fun. Modern's really fun, actually. There's a lot of interesting stuff to be done. It's in a very good place, I think. The cat handles Nip by getting high and running into things until he sustains enough brain damage to not be able to run anymore. He also enjoys rolling around and chirping. But he does a baseline amount of that anyway. Sir, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. There are no demons. It's literally just a door. You don't have to worry about it. This is the sucky part of 5-minute Modern, I think, is that you have to wait for your matches. Oh, and you've got catnip and mint, huh? See, I don't have fresh catnip because I am a loser who doesn't know how to grow plants. And because my cat will eat it. Sir, Sir's having a panic attack. There's someone vacuuming on the other side of my front door. He doesn't enjoy it. You don't happen to have any cats, do you, Yuki? Okay. Well, I'm gonna be building a house here at some point soon. Probably, we're hoping to have it built within the next like year, so we can move into it. Once that happens, I'm gonna have an actual studio. Right now I'm recording in my living room, which is also my son's bedroom, because we have a 1-bedroom apartment. But when we move, it's gonna be really nice. So first off, don't play this list. Don't play this list. This is not the list that you want to be taking to your LGS. I have other videos that have more responsibly built lists than this. This is literally just for 5-minute modern. That's it. I might recommend checking out the 5.0 video that I released a couple of days ago, I think. I've also got a video after the 5.0 video that's got a more responsible list, but I'm not sure if that's out publicly yet. Oh no, it is out publicly. Okay. So you can try that list. If you're gonna not have access to Mox Opals, which is first off completely understandable, those things are really freaking expensive. Okay, good. Honestly, just replace them with lands. So you could probably put in another like basic island. Maybe not going up to 24 lands. Maybe going to like 23 lands. And then, yeah, green-black would be a decent spot to go. I would also recommend black-red. I think that green doesn't really offer much to lantern control anymore. And even if you're going red, at least you get access to lightning bolt. Although with the printing of erode, I don't know, how expensive is erode? Erode's cheap-ish. It's cheap-ish. So $7 for some erodes. This is doable. This is doable. So with the printing of erode, I think that we have a really, really good modern viable replacement for Assassin's Trophy. I could genuinely see going black-white now. I could see black-white being the default lantern control build for a black-based list. A list that plays Profane Tutors, specifically. You would get access to a lot of white sideboard cards as well. And it actually might be worth it. I think that I will, at some point, release a video that is black-white. And we can do that. But honestly, like, playing Whir with fewer than, like, 3 Mox Opals, it's going to be really hard. It's going to be really hard. Because you've got the Mishra's Baubles and Welding Jar in the sideboard and stuff. You've got more zeros, and Whir is a triple blue spell, and Mox Opal really does let you just kind of get that out, like, a turn earlier. Like, you can do it. But I think it would be better to just play a Lantern variant that doesn't rely on Mox Opals. I will make a video for you about a black-white Lantern variant. I don't think that Profane Tutor is particularly well positioned in the meta right now, with the Consign to Memories and the Vexing Baubles and stuff like that. But I will still make something like that, and we can explore that space. Nobody wants to play 5-minute Modern. I've been in this queue for almost 10 minutes. Yeah, the Mox Opal problem, like regardless if you're going like Great Hall of the Biblioplex or not when you're playing Whir, because like there's basically like 3 different variants that I've seen for a blue-based Whir build. There's my variant that is instants and sorceries with Great Hall. There's your variant that has Narset, and then there's Bill's variant that has stuff like Portable Hole and Duskrose Reliquary and stuff. And you kind of really need at least 3 Mox Opals in all of those builds. I think that 4 Mox Opals is fine, but if I were playing IRL and I had to shell out $300 for a Mox Opal, I'm not going to be sweating the 4th Mox Opal. I'm just going to replace it with a land. In fact, okay, low price is 200 bucks. It's actually a little lower than I was expecting. I'm glad I got these when they were cheap. And by these, I mean 1, because I only own 1. Did actually. I will show this off because we literally have nothing better to do right now, actually, than just sit here and talk about cards. I haven't whiteboarded a card in a little bit of time, but I do have like an entire Lantern control deck where most of the cards are whiteboarded. So looks a little bit like that. Wow, that's actually really awful. Hang on. There we go. So most of the cards are whiteboarded, but I also got one of these. Wow, that is actually terrible. Hang on. That's a bit better. So this is a Dan Frazier Mox Opal. And I actually whiteboarded it right the second that I got it. There's a little tiny imperfection right there that you can see, a little divot in the frame. But other than that, it looks pretty damn clean. This Mox Opal is a gift to me from my wife. And I'm really grateful to have it. And we are still waiting for someone to join. You know what? Any of y'all want to join? Just join the 5-minute Modern queue. I am looking for people to play against. So if anyone here, anyone watching, has a Magic Online account and a Modern deck ready to go, and you want to play on the channel here, go ahead. Just you know, join the queue. We're probably going to pair into each other. Oh, that's fair. I guess that's fair. Again, I don't really know much about making plants, but still. Hey, good morning, Dan. Thanks for stopping in. We are unfortunately just kind of waiting for somebody. This is the worst part of playing 5-minute Modern, is that no one's playing it. Ah, that's a shame, Lanky. It's okay. So likely what's going to happen is we're just going to sit here. It would really suck if I just completely missed out. Like if we sat here I literally only have 2 hours. So I have a meeting with Phil Gallagher. I'm gonna help him with getting some streaming stuff set up, because I don't know if y'all watch any of the legacy creators, but Phil Gallagher went full-time recently. He quit his teaching job that was causing him a lot of stress and issues, even though it was, you know, there were benefits for him for it, and I've been following him for a while on it. But he is now a full-time content creator. And he's wanting to get into streaming, and obviously, like, I have this whole streaming setup that I've worked very hard to get. I'm gonna be talking with him about a couple of things here in a couple of hours, and I really don't want to have the stream run too late because of that. Yeah, the man's a treasure. It's yeah, like, because he was making videos about it, and he was like, you know, like, I remember he released a channel update at the beginning of the year, and he said, like, well, with everything going on and funding at schools getting cut and stuff like that, like, it's really difficult for me to justify staying at work, and I might end up having to quit and go full time soon. But he ended up doing it, and it seems like it's been a net benefit for him. Seems like he's really excited about it. Honestly, I'm rooting for him. I'm really rooting for him. I've been watching his stuff for years, and I think that it would be really nice for him to be able to do it. I'm quite jealous. I want to be able to do the same thing. I want to be able to do this as my own job, but that's going to take probably several years for me to be able to get to that point, honestly. And yeah, his community is fantastic. He constantly does like these fundraisers. Like he's got a fundraiser going on right now for, I think, the Trevor Project and Trans Lifeline. And I think that's fantastic. I'm probably going to be contributing to his fundraiser in some amount. I don't know exactly how much I can afford to part with yet. But I hope that he makes his stretch goals. He said in a video that he released yesterday that if he fundraises $2,000, then Bryant Cook of the Epic Storm is going to release an actual video where he plays honest to God Death and Taxes. And that's like, that is kind of the equivalent of getting to see your favorite femboy wear a maid outfit. And I'm interested. I'm definitely interested. Yeah, I haven't done too much digging into the Trevor Project, but I agree that stuff just needs to happen. Destabilization. You got all your missing lantern pieces. What variant are you wanting to build? Do you want to play something black based? Do you want to play something blue based? Are there even other bases for lantern? Because for right now, all I can think of are black and blue. Calling you out, Yuki. Calling you out. I hate to say it, but I wasn't really thinking about you when I was thinking about that. Let's just say that the digital circus has given me some fresh motivation. Not necessarily awoken anything because it was already there, honestly, but definitely brought it to the front of my mind. Do you have the one with the heart in the middle? Because I really like that. Like the heart cutout right in the middle of the chest. That's my jam. I really want that one of those. Okay, so you're going Esper then. I really like the position of Esper in the format right now. I think it's really strong. Okay, yeah. Sorry, Dan. I hate to say it, but like I did my best here. The only thing I can do, literally the only thing I can do is sit in queue and wait for somebody to show up. And honestly, like if this fails, I will do something else. Probably later in the day, I'll give it another shot. Am I still recording? I'm gonna just go ahead and boop that. Okay, I'll check my DMs. Listen, I'll check my DMs. Yeah, that's the shit. That's the shit right there. Can you send me a link to that? I'm gonna surprise my wife. That's really good though. I like that a lot. Listen. I like catching up with everybody and I like this, but at the same time, I'm not a slice of life content creator. I'm a Magic creator. I want to play Magic. I have been in this queue for 20 minutes. Not a single soul has shown up to thrash me with their decks that have creatures and spells in them and not just stupid piddly little artifacts. Seriously though, where is everybody? And I'm not a part of the content creator program yet, but that means I can't just go onto Magic Online's Discord server and beg. Maybe I can. Hang on. Yeah, no one's here. The last person to send a message in that channel was me 5 days ago. Oh, man. That's gonna be something. Let me see if the one-player queues have anyone in them. No. One-player queue is empty. Thank you, Yuki. I appreciate you. This is an actual disaster. Like, should I just switch to playing normal Modern? I'd have to pause. I'd have to like cut stream and record the other couple of matches later in the day. But at this point, I'm pretty much ready to just give up on 5-minute Modern and just play a normal Modern League instead. Honestly, maybe we could just take some time and build that black-white list, huh? Yeah, this is not working. I am going to take this. I'm going to move it up here so that I am still in the queue. And we are going to do something else. So give me just a minute. I'm not quite at that point, Yuki, but I appreciate it. Thank you. I actually probably will ask you at some point. So we're still in the queue. We're still in the queue. So in case somebody joins, I'm going to be ready. But while we wait, we are going to build a lantern control deck. So, Tuck, I said that we were going to play black-white. This is the lantern control deck for stream 87. And let's go ahead and get started. So, bulk edits. Go ahead and get rid of this. Okay, so we are going to build a black-white lantern control deck. That means that I am going to take this, put it up here. And we are going to go to MTG Goldfish. And I am going to find the metagame for Modern. This is what I've got. We've got Affinity, Energy. Affinity taking over Energy is really interesting. We've got Goryo's Vengeance, which is interesting. Ruby Storm, Living End. Living End is kind of starting to become a beast. We've got Persist, Belcher, Eldrazi, Esper Blink. Is it Prowess? Yawgmoth is on the rise. Dimir midrange is kind of doing its own thing. Have Eldrazi Ramp, Brood Scale, Domain Zoo, which I really like the direction that Domain Zoo went in. Because now they're playing Felias. Oh, they're playing Quantum Riddlers too, huh? See, I thought that they were playing stuff like Wild Nakatl and Ashoba Brawler. But Quantum Riddler is also a problem. But guess what answers Quantum Riddler cleanly for a single mana? Yeah. Okay, have fun, Yuki. We'll be building here. So this is what I'm going to be kind of keeping up in the corner. I've got a triple monitor setup, so I've got a lot of real estate here. We are playing black-white, which means that we have Profane Tutor as our consistency piece. Are there other options in white that can just straight up search for cards? I don't know the answer to this. I don't know the answer to this. I believe there is Board the Weatherlight. All right, so we've got a couple of options. No, Oswald Fiddlebender. This bastard. There's also Bright Glass Gear Hulk. I don't think that is the direction that I want to go. I don't know. I'm just kind of reading these. Oh, if only. We can't play Enlightened Tutor in Modern, though. This is really the only good option that we have. And I say good extremely loosely. But playing an Oswald Fiddlebender. This is not card advantage. I have another idea. Jolted Awake is something that we could play. And this means that we could use Ether Hub as a land, because Jolted Awake can return Ensnaring Bridges if we just have something like an Ether Hub. So perhaps we go for some sort of energy slam. What good energy cards are in white? Don't think we want to be playing Wrath of the Skies. Static Prison is in white. I don't think that would be going quite well in this sort of build. Oh no, that's completely fine. Yeah, Commander is a hell of a drug. Live Fast is not really good. That's interesting. Gonti's Machinations. Guide of Souls is obviously just best in class. That's pretty much it. So we could max out on Jolted Awakes. And what would that look like? I am going to sort these by mana value. Gonti's Machination seems pretty trivially easy to enable. You just play it and you gain life because your opponent's attacking you at the very minimum. Static prison might actually be a thing if you have 𝗟𝗓𝗩's machinations. Oh, shoot. So I'm on the play in match 1 versus the Shallow Grave. I kind of got distracted because I was in queue for, what, like 30 minutes? So I'm on the play in match 1 versus Shallow Grave. I got really distracted doing some sort of nonsense because I was in queue for 30 minutes. So we're gonna see if I can recover those 2 minutes that I had to spend. Hopefully we'll be able to do it. This looks like it might be a March of Wretched Sorrow on my construct. And there it is. Drawing Cookbook wasn't fantastic. Let's go ahead and get Lantern. Okay, and we are not swinging in because they killed it. Do I want to let them have the Soul Spike to remove my construct? Probably not. Stealthy Voidwalker's fine. Oh, it's just a Shieldred, huh? Alright. Cut down doesn't answer that. Alright. So I am going to swing with this. This will trade cleanly with Shieldred if necessary. Yeah, Rizzler coming out of exile doesn't really help me. I don't like that. Oh, right. This Yielders is an actual problem. I'm gonna cast this. Sorry, I just haven't been saying much because I've been a bit busy. But I need to play quickly here. Take that Fatal Push. Psychic Frog is fine. Wow, and they just kind of have everything here, don't they? Yeah, I did not play this correctly. I'm just going to go ahead and concede the game. That's really unfortunate. If I had access to that a little bit of additional time, then I probably would have been able to do this properly. But I kind of got caught off guard. I was deep in the middle of brewing. And we are going to try to do this again, honestly, because I think I actually might have a shot against a deck like this. We're just going to have to do better. Jeez, it's so hard making content for this format. I'm gonna take this guy and move it here. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna take this guy, move it here. That way it's a little more obvious next time. Okay. Where were we? Would you like some magic in the middle of your brewing? So are we getting a little bit too cute with this? So I can go into here and I can do just the most played cards here. Yeah, Vexing Bauble is in 14% of decks. Which really sucks, actually. It's in the main deck as well. And it's in 43% of sideboards. So this really puts a big damper on Profane Tutor. Honestly, it's just pretty bad. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, Vexing Bauble's just, it's everywhere. Half of all decks have it. Over half. This makes me think that I don't want to rely on Vexing Bauble as my consistency piece. Yeah, Profane Tutor's just not an option. There might be something here with this Jolted Awake combined with something like Scheming Symmetry. You really want to be playing 4 Codex Shredders in a Scheming Symmetry build. So I could see something along the lines of Gonti's Ether Heart. We don't put expensive cards in Lantern Control decks, I'm sorry. This is a 6 mana play. You are going to die to an army of Ocelot Cat tokens with this guy in hand. It's just not gonna work. Like, yeah, it seems fine because you're getting energy, but it's just, it's way too much. So we would have to find an energy enabler that does not cost so much. Could play Static Prison just for the burst of energy. Honestly, just multiple copies of Jolted Awake might be the answer. Another option is to go red and gain access to Galvanic Discharge. So this is the card that I might be interested in. I could also see Unstable Amulet being a thing. But honestly, I think it might just be Galvanic Discharge. And then you could play Glimmers, Spires, Great Halls to enable that. That moves us away from Oswald Fiddlebender. Is there anything in here that has opponents shuffle? Oh, right, this one. This is the one that was broken, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, there's just not much good here. I remember this guy being a beast in Limited. But really, the thing we're interested in is Galvanic Discharge. So maybe we can find overlap here. Yeah, there's just not much. It's these two cards. Galvanic Discharge and Jolted Awake. Adding a third color makes this a little bit more difficult, though. Would we even still want Scheming Symmetry at this point? I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. Four, 8, 10, 14. I might want to put a single Mox Opal in this list. Oh, nice, Yuki. You missed the match, which I totally fumbled because I was too busy brewing and not busy enough actually playing the game. We are working on, I guess this has become Mardu now. It was Necrodominance. Yeah. It was pretty gross. But now we're kind of brewing this interesting seems like it might become Mardu. Energy Lantern list. Yeah, this consistency section is running really low. I am going to add some deaded mana. I'm gonna put that in consistency, I guess. And I want 4 more lands. I don't know exactly what I want for lands, though. 4, 8, 10, 14. Do we really need a playset of galvanic discharges? I think not. I think we can go with 1 less than a playset. And I'm kind of on the 3 lantern hype train now. I don't want to be adding any more colorless lands. Aether Hub is already a colorless land. Yes, it can produce colored mana. I don't want to be using it like that, though. I want to use Aether Hub to provide an additional energy for Jolted Awake to do its thing. I need 21 lands. I honestly could see getting away with 22 lands. Yeah, no to Mycosynth, unfortunately. I think if you're going to go down a basic land, then you would want something that can just tap for all of your colors. This is a lot of mill rocks. Like, I could still see cutting a swamp for something, just not sure what. 2 Glimmer Voids in a list like this is already a lot of Glimmer Voids, you know? So what we've done here is we've traded Whir of Invention for Jolted Awake. I don't know. Let's playtest this. See what happens. Okay. So this is the sort of hand that I would want to lead on Shredder with. I take a look at the top of my deck. I'd mill that. Okay, next turn I would draw. I have Galvanic Discharge now, which is really nice. So I could literally just go Lantern. And then discharge something. Probably would have gotten rid of that. And now I have this Jolted Awake. But I also have a lot of Shredders. And Jolted Awake doesn't actually find Ensnaring Bridge. Like, I still have to find Ensnaring Bridge. And there it is, 7 cards deep. So I wouldn't have been able to find it. I am straying away from Profane Tutor. Listen, the meta, I checked MTG top 8. 15% of all modern decks have Vexing Bauble in the main board. And I'm going to assume that those are Urza Saga decks that can tutor it out. Plus, half of all modern decks have Vexing Baubles in the sideboard. Plus, Consigned Memory is everywhere. So I'm looking for ways to play around those things that do not involve Whir of Invention, really. Seeing if there are better options. And we've kind of already seen here that Jolted Awake has kind of failed. This is not the sort of hand that I'm looking to test. Neither is this. Neither is this. Kind of just going to mulligan to a Jolted Awake here. Here we go. Oh, but it's a one-lander, so we're going to restart again. Yeah, this is kind of just the problem. And no Black Cleave Cliffs because I haven't thought to put it in yet. That's really the only answer. Like, this is kind of just a problem. So, like, this hand could, in theory, cast a discard spell. Next turn, like, you could go something like Bell Shredder. Start milling yourself. Next turn, you've got Glimmer Void. Mill yourself again, make a creature. And then you find your Lantern of Insight. But we're still looking for Ensnaring Bridge. We haven't found it. There it is, on the top of the deck. I want something else that just searches my deck for an artifact. Additional hits are really good. And unfortunately, the best in class for this is just Whir of Invention. Goblin Engineer is a thing. Oswald Fiddlebender is a thing. I mean, obviously Urza Saga, but that's just 4 of in every Lantern build forever. Repurposing Bay, I guess. I don't know. Deseret the Seeker's kind of expensive. Like, what we're looking for here is we're looking for... We're looking for something that can make it so we don't have to play Mox Opal. That's the real thing here. And I'm just not... I'm not seeing much, y'all. I'm really not seeing much. We could try Oswald Fiddlebender. The problem I have with Oswald Fiddlebender is it's just gonna die. It's literally just gonna die. It's gonna sit into, it's gonna get into play, and then it's just gonna get fatal pushed. It's gonna get discharged out of energy. It's gonna get eroded. Reshape is bad. Yeah, it's literally just Whir of Invention. That's all we've got. Whir of Invention, best in class. Shape anew, shape anew. Is that even in here? Might have to add permanent. Wargate. Same problem as Whir of Invention, except, you know, more colors and no improvise. Oh. No. No, I can't do this. Sorry. This is more of, put like a Blightsteel Colossus in your deck or something, and then you put Urza Saga in there to kill a token or something. I don't know. Yeah, Portal to Phyrexia would work too. Just, I don't know, y'all. I'm just not seeing much. I'm really not seeing much. This approach is clearly not working. We need to do something else. We need to be more creative than this. We can't just find a drop-in replacement for Whir of Invention because there is no drop-in replacement for it. So you're gonna have to build the deck differently. The problem here is that Ensnaring Bridge is just really freaking good. And it's the card that we need. Oh, hello, Trapper. It's nice to see you. We are trying to play 5-minute Modern, but nobody's in queue. So it's just not working. I'm probably just going to end up scrapping the video at this point. We can do something else. It's just like I've spent an hour in queue and I've played 1 match. So now we're building a Lantern control build. That's a chocobo. Yep. Okay, so the energy package is bad. Remove. Remove. Yeah, there's a profane tutor. Could just try scheming symmetry. Eight-rack lantern. Maybe. Maybe. Demure machinations. Let me take a look. Yeah, but demure machinations can only find bridge. What if you need to find, like, literally anything else? Maybe this is scheming symmetry's time to shine. I don't know. I don't know. Demonic Council is not going to work. We could just... go all in on scheming symmetries. Play like 3 erodes. I don't know, we were talking about Enlightened Tutor earlier. Scheming Symmetry is kind of like Enlightened Tutor. We've got Beseech the Mirror. That does play directly into Vexing Bauble, though, which is something that we're trying not to do. It's the whole reason that we're not playing Profane Tutor. So, I don't know. think it literally might just be scheming symmetry. I am going to take a quick look because I know that there are people who have been working on scheming symmetry builds with Lantern. And let me search for that. Ah, yeah, that's right. Bill released a video on scheming symmetry. So maybe I should watch that. I don't know. Give me just a second. You know, Lanky, that's an idea. That is certainly an idea. Scheming symmetry, put a card on top of everyone's deck, mill, and then return with Jolted Awake. That's certainly something you could do. Give me just a second. All right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. All right. Oh yeah, I tried that already, Yuki. I've got a video on that. It was really fun. I guess we are just doing scheming symmetry then, aren't we? Cats. Being a menace again. I don't know how I feel about that. That's really, you know what? Actually, oh, jeez, you're so invasive. He's purring. He's really purring. Yeah, Lanky, in this sort of build, I'm more inclined to do stuff like Inventor's Fair. All right, get up there. Get up. Get cat. Oh. No, you're scratching up my... Ugh. Now he's wearing the hat. All right. So... this deck wants erodes. He is my orange-flavored son, unfortunately. I kind of just have to deal with it. Here, I am going to take a small break. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh yeah, I saw the spoiler. It's like when this comes tapped, you deal a damage to something. What was it? No, it wasn't that one. Yeah, this one. It's this one. So you tap, untap, tap, untap, tap, untap. Unfortunately, not legal in Modern. And then, yeah, and then the new one, yeah, the Hawkeye spell. You got it, Yuki. You got it. You got it a lot faster than I did, actually. Nothing like that in Modern. Yeah, that's fair. That's actually fair. Interesting that it's in green and red. Okay, so I've been in this queue for over an hour now. I think it's safe to say that we're not going to be playing any 5-minute Modern for a while. Which is a real shame. I was here to play that. I don't think I'm going to be making this into a video. It's just, it's not working out. Let me take a look at the... Hang on. Interesting. So at the top of the meta, we've got Affinity, Energy, Boreos, Ruby Storm, Living In, Grixis, Grixis Persist. I think this list wants to be white-black. And I think that because it's white-black, we can afford stuff like Concealed Courtyard. Maybe I can remove a single road. Probably trim a discard spell. That gives me 9 more lands. From a Mishra's Bauble, that gives me even more lands. Leechbone Verge, Bright Climb Pathway. It's not a courtyard. It's also not concealed. What the hell? Bleachbone Verge is the correct type of Verge. I think I'm liking this direction of the deck a lot more. So I can literally just do like one Bleachbone Verge, one Bright Climb Pathway. Four Marsh Flats. That means I can go down a basic Swamp. Add a basic Plains. Maybe I could add one more basic Swamp. Maybe that would be fine. 2 Godless Shrines, and then preferably some other way to make mana. Got 1, 2, 6, 8, 12, 13 white sources. It's probably enough white sources. I guess this gives us access to other consistency tools then. I'm trying to think of lands that would pair well with Scheming Symmetry. Volatile Fault. That is a May shuffle, though. So if they put something good on top of their deck with Scheming Symmetry, then... Yeah, Academy Ruins would be really good, but no blue. I don't think this is a blue list. I think this is I think this list wants to be base black. And I don't think there's room for blue. And I'll take a look at that, Yuki. Thank you. Here, give me a second. Okay, yeah, I'm getting to the point to where I'm gonna have to wrap up. Okay. Yeah, the queue times are just insane. Like, that we're just not going to be able to do anything with it, unfortunately. I'm going to see if there are any lands that cause people to shuffle. The Seiju. That's a land that'll make opponents shuffle, possibly. Fixed Field of Ruin is not what we want. Don't actually want Field of Ruin because that makes us shuffle too. It does force a shuffle, but it also forces us to shuffle, which kind of defeats the purpose of it. The treasure token off of Volatile Fault is untapped. Means it can be used immediately. I kind of like that. Yeah, there's just not much. Volatile Fault is basically the only thing that I found. It is also mana fixing to a certain extent, which is interesting. So maybe... I don't know. Like, Surgical Extraction is a forced shuffle. Codex Shredder is a forced mill. Could also pop a Mishra's Bauble and then tap a Ghoul Color spell Pyxis. And then, beyond that, Erode is a May. Volatile Fault is a May. You know what I'm gonna do? Bill from Lantern Insights released a video like this, where he played Scheming Symmetry. Let's take a look and see what is in here. So I remember that he was saying that Symmetry was fine as long as you have support for it and that Surgical Extraction is viable. Got 4 baubles. No pick sides. He's got the 4 shredders. Anatomy Ruins is in there. can literally only activate Academy Ruins off Spire of Industry and Mox Opal, though. I don't like that. 24 mana sources in this list. Mine has 22. Just cutting the Mox Opals mostly. I think that's fine. So ways to break the symmetry on Scheming Symmetry. 3 Surgicals, 4 Shredders. And then Mishra's Bauble, really? So I actually have more ways to break it. Because I also have Erode and Volatile Vault. This is very interesting. I'm gonna remove this and I'm gonna add in another Volatile Vault. Okay, let's go ahead and play test this. Immediately punished with the Bright Climb pathway, so maybe we don't want that. Maybe just a 3rd Godless Shrine is better. So let's try that then. This hand needs lands. Let's see if we can use Bauble to find them. We don't want that. And we didn't find it. That's why you don't keep 1-landers. Okay, this is a Concealed Courtyard and a Thoughtseize situation. We've got Urza Saga into probably Bell. Into Thoughtseize again. And then I can Surgical something. Now we've got Scheming Symmetry. Oh, right. Hang on. So Scheming Symmetry can put Ensnaring Bridge on top of my deck. And then I can mill whatever they have. And the next turn I have Ensnaring Bridge Lantern. Okay, that was interesting. Five-land hand. No colored sources. Double Scheming Symmetry, no way to support it. Ensnaring Bridge, Thoughtseize. Like, if I were to keep this, then I would just take the 2 symmetries and put them on bottom. And we would probably just die with this hand. All right. That was kind of like a mold of 5, though. That doesn't really count. So this is Scheming Symmetry for Lantern. Play Codex Shredder here. Play Pyxis. Play Symmetry, find Lantern, mill their thing. Next turn I draw Bauble. Or I guess I would have drawn Lantern, so this would have been Lantern, but still. Okay, I can understand the play patterns of Scheming Symmetry. This hand kind of just does nothing. Like, it's got double Saga in it, I guess. Alright, now it does a little something. And then it's literally just Urza Saga. 1-lander. Rip the Urza Saga. Love to see that. Okay. I see it. I see it. This is symmetry with Shredder. So literally just lead on Shredder. Fetch first. Symmetry. Erode. Dredge your thing. If you don't search. And I probably would have found like a lantern or ensnaring bridge or something. Okay. I can see scheming symmetry do things. I think I am going to wrap up stream here. I'm going to make a sideboard for this. And then I am going to run it probably on Thursday. I am really sorry that we kind of just didn't play Magic today. Just didn't play. There was no Magic to play. Nobody was in the queue. Waited for over an hour. Nothing happened. But I think we will be playing some normal modern with this sort of list here in the future. So be on the lookout for that. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I will catch y'all on Thursday. We'll actually be playing Magic then. I might give 5 Minute Modern like one more try. But honestly, if no one's playing it, then no one's playing it.